Hey everybody, it's TorontoUnicorn here on a very special event night at Oasis Aqualounge in Toronto, Ontario. It's a sex club, swinger hangout, fun place. Basically tonight, there's no men allowed, no cis men. So all of those gentlemen are asked to leave by 8 p.m. and then the rest of the night from 8 to 3 is for women and trans folks. So this is a very rare time when there's simply no, cis men allowed at all. And so it's a very coveted time if you're very queer, if you're like very hardcore lesbian, if you just don't want to have a bunch of dick around, if you want zero dick around, if you are even, nervous about seeing a sex club at all with any men around, maybe you would want to come when there's just women. This event is so popular that the only other time I went, which was years ago, there were women who drove in from like many hours away. There were people who were like, oh, I had this on my calendar for like the whole month. So this is not a typical Oasis night. This is when certain people flock to the club and there's going to be a certain vibe in the air, and I'm excited to just take it in. I have been one time before. This was pre-pandemic, pre my vlogging days, and all I remember is there was like a female orgy upstairs. So I'm excited to see and report back for you. There is going to be events going on also, performances and things like that. They're going to run a fun show tonight, I'm sure of it. So I'm on my way now. I'm excited. I feel for the first time in a long time, I'm going to an event solely as almost like a news reporter. Like I'm just like, okay, I'm reporting back to TorontoUnicorn.com, like what's going on here. There's a girl orgy going on upstairs. Like I am so excited to just be your fly on the wall. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna play or not, even though I'm sometimes into women. It's not about that for me tonight. To me, it is about taking it all in and then giving it all back to you. So come with me. All right, I'm not gonna lie, I just walked past the longest lineup I've ever seen in my life at Oasis Aqualounge. I did a scan of the whole fucking line. I think I knew one person. I've asked the security guard for a count. I've never seen anything like this. It is 9 p.m. It's around the corner, man. It's at the fucking restaurant. I'm waiting in line around the corner. Luckily it's good weather and we can smoke weed here, but my goodness, I've never seen anything like this. What a night we were in for. Look at my red nose. This is 10:45 p.m. I am finally approaching the front of the lineup at Oasis. There has been attrition in the line. People have waited an hour and then had to leave because they were too cold. There's a lot of people going like this and warming it up. Luckily, the Oasis staff is trying their best to make sure it goes smoothly. They're literally going through and doing mass kind of orientations at the same time, making sure they can find as much efficiency as possible. But it turns out when you invite a bunch of people at the same time, there's a bit of a bottleneck. And so we're very cold, but luckily it's a bit of a chatty, bondy, group. So, there's no misery so far, just the coldness. But this is what we look like, and we're all fucking frozen, and I really feel bad for anybody who didn't dress for the weather. Hey everybody, it is 1 a.m.-ish and we're leaving. I actually ended up finding a friend of mine in the lineup today, and so we ended up hanging out today. It was all women or trans people, and again, every night is different, and my experience is not maybe somebody's experience on the line, 6 people ahead of me. But what I will say is there was a lot of enthusiasm in the air tonight. A lot of people who I had never seen before flock to this place and have the greatest night ever. So we did spend a lot of time in line, more time in line than we did inside. There's still a lineup now when we're leaving, not a big one, but there's still people waiting in line. And the lineups are part of, just how busy it is of a night. Having said that, we did miss the shows because we were waiting in line outside while like they had some shows going on. So I can't really report on that. The play stuff, what we saw upstairs, I did not see a giant pile of women. Having said that, I also left 2 hours before close. Who knows what's coming? But we did see a lot of 2 people have sex. So like 2 women or a woman and trans or whoever, right? And then a few 3 people. But there wasn't this giant kind of thing that we saw. There was some flogging going on in the dungeon and a lot of people just having some impact play. I noticed I had a few like girl crushes on some pretty femme girls because I've noticed that I have a certain type apparently, femme. And so far, yeah, it was a good experience. I'm glad I came. It is a night that I wanted to cover for my channel. I hope I was helpful to be a fly on the wall for this event. It is such a coveted event. A lot of people hold it close to their heart. I hope you check out the next one. And thanks for Oasis for a fun time.